Hey, Radiant friends. I hope you're encouraged these days, encouraged in the Lord as we continue to wait on Him through bumpy roads, through turbulent waters in these days. We'll be finishing our study in 1 Peter this Sunday. We were just encouraged by Peter to humble ourselves under the mighty hand of God and wait on His timing to lift us up, to cast our anxieties on Him. And I hope that you've been challenged by that. I hope you've been encouraged by that, and that you're encouraged in the Lord today. Well, as you know, there's been a very significant surge in coronavirus cases here in the greater Austin area, and it's beginning to tax our hospital's capabilities to care, especially for critical care patients. And you probably also heard that there are new orders in effect based on widespread recommendations from the medical community that we should all wear masks when we're in public and we're in places where other people are gathered. So locally, this has now become mandatory for businesses and nonprofits to have a policy requiring masks inside their facility. So beginning this Sunday, June 28th, we will be complying with that, and we will be requiring masks in the worship services here, or in the building at Radiant Church. If you don't have a mask, we'll be glad to give you one. We have a stock of them that we purchased in case they were needed. But if you do have a mask, would you please bring it and let us conserve this stock, because we don't know how long we're going to need to do this. And we want to be able to provide for as long as we can for those that need to have a mask. So I know that some of you are cringing right now because you were hoping this wouldn't happen. Some of you are thinking it's not going to do any good anyway, but I can tell you, I've been wearing a mask for the last few weeks in our services, and I can tell you, yeah, it's a little uncomfortable. Maybe it gets a little stuffy while you're singing, but you know what? It doesn't prevent you from worshiping the Lord. If you think about Acts 16 and Paul and Silas sitting in jail in Philippi, having been abused and beaten and chained up and put in stocks, and what did? They worshiped God. And all we're asking you to do is to wear a little mask that hooks onto your ears for an hour or so while we have a worship service. So I think we can do this, right? We can be full of grace like Jesus is toward us. We can be full of love toward one another and take our place in society in helping to control the spread of this virus. So now you know, so you can prepare yourself for the next couple of days. And I look forward to seeing you. We can worship the Lord even with our faces covered. And we will do just that. And if you tune in on the live stream, please understand that I know you're there, and I love you. I miss you. I look forward to seeing you again in person someday, whenever that is. And until then, we can be patient with one another. We can remain together while apart. So keep your eyes on Jesus, and I'll see you soon.